You can look around and you can see how so many people's lives are just slowly going downhill. And it seems like nobody has the answers. But I'm gonna tell you, the way out of that is to really look at the grand scheme of things. You have to understand that what we're going through right now in this time is equivalent to Noah and the ark. Is equivalent to the doors of the ark slowly closing.
What is your truth?
So you have to understand that every 100 years, certain things are going to take place. You're going to have your economic downfalls. You're going to have your viruses that shut things down. You're going to have relationships doing a certain thing. You're going to have a chain of events that are taking place. But you have to understand that it's easy to get trapped up in that sauce, and instead of, again, stepping back and looking at the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? You have people that come and tell us about the economic downturns. You have people that come and try to fix our relationships every generation. But you have to understand, the people that are describing to you, what's really taking place, the people that are informing you about your conscious awareness, those people typically aren't accepted until the following generation. Those people are typically more understood by the children of those that missed the boat, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when I was growing up, the Reverend Ikes, they weren't really accepted. You look at the Neville Goddards and Napoleon Hills. Yes, they had a following, but they didn't sell millions of books until they were long gone. Because our generation can look at the previous 100 years and say, you know what? I see why they missed the bus. And it's because their lack of consciousness, right? Going back to the whole Noah's Ark situation. You think when Noah was saying, hey, you know what? A major change is coming. The flood is coming. You think those people weren't concerned? Like, hey, you know what? He may have a point. They were concerned, but they were more concerned about the smaller pieces on the puzzle. They were more concerned about, look at the stock market. They were more concerned about look at the wars and rumors of wars. They were more concerned about, why is the divorce rate doing so many things? Instead of just stepping back saying, hey, you know what? Let me look at the grand scheme of things and understand that this whole thing is a war on my consciousness.
What is your truth?
People are smart enough to lean back on source. People are smart enough to plug back into their spirituality. But it's not that people don't have faith. It's that people don't have the proper application. People don't have the knowledge of being human. I can remember when I was at my lowest of lows, when my money had ran out. I can remember when my relationship had run dry and I had nothing else. It was when I heard James Allen's quote from As a Man Thinketh, when it said, man does not attract what he wants, man attracts what he is. That did something to me. That put me on a path to understand or to decipher or to find knowledge of myself. And the first thing I did, of course, was take accountability. I said, you know what? If I can only attract what I am, then I have to understand that every single thing around me is because of who I am. It's because of my behaviors. It's because of how I'm moving. But the question was this: how do I change it?
A singular truth.
As well as, the quotes and words of many of those that came before us did for me was awaken a power within me. It awakened a power within me that let me know that I was responsible for every single thing taking place around me. In other words, when my money was funny, I had to understand that there was something taking place inside of me that was creating that. I had to understand that my relationships, my health, and a number of other things that in my physical world that were all out of whack. I had to understand that there was something inside of me, a truth inside of me that was generating this. And again, all I had to do was figure out how to alter it. And I'm gonna tell you, the moment I understood how to alter my truth, I was one that was in full control of my outcome. And I'm telling you, the place that we are in the world today, if a person isn't aware of that, they're gonna get left behind.